going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Happy Friday once again. How y'all doing? I hope everybody had a great 4th of July. We were gonna do the whole Yorktown thing, but we went to Busch Gardens for the 4th of July, expecting them to do a decent fireworks show, and they basically did the same fireworks show they do anytime during the weekend, so it was nothing special, unfortunately.
5 minutes.
The only good thing I could say that was blew my mind about it is the park. Usually you don't want to go to a park on a holiday like that because it's packed. It was not packed for the 4th of July. We were able to get on rides in like 5 minutes. It was awesome.
The longest we waited was 20 minutes, and that because somebody barfed.
Yeah, somebody threw up. It's like we attract that. Every time we go to get on a coaster, somebody threw up right before we get on there. It's like, what the heck, man? They hurled.
We're always in the row in front of wherever they hurled, though. So.
Yeah, we weren't on the same row, but they disinfected pretty good. They did it like 3 times. Rode the coaster around a couple times to air it out.
They don't disinfect it pretty good because they shouldn't have to wipe it down 3 times. It is not that hard to clean up barf. It's ridiculous.
It must be some procedure they have to go through, but they did it multiple times. Looked like they put some kind of weird looking comet on there to clean it off.
Well, that's to soak up the moisture so you can sweep up the chunks,
and disinfecting wipes and all kinds of stuff they had on there.
Yeah, it's
I did
shouldn't be that difficult.
I did go replace the struts on the Pilot, so now it has brand new struts on the front, as well as new stabilizer links and what else did I replace up front? I don't
know. Are you done now?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
Am I done replacing stuff?
Yes.
Well, what happened was I after I got all that done, I did the struts yesterday or day before, I don't know.
Day before yesterday after work.
Okay, so today I took it to get the alignment done on it. They did the alignment. Matter of fact, I got the sheet right here. The top one is before the alignment and the bottom one is after. So you can see all that red, that was before. And then after, there's a couple red, which this is camber down here. I'm not too worried about that. One of the main things that's going on with it now, I think the steering wheel would be straight, but my passenger front tire has got some wear on the edge from where it was out of alignment. So it's still pulling to the right, so I have to rotate my tires, which I didn't feel like doing today because I just got it aligned today. So maybe tomorrow morning or something, I'll go out there and swap all the tires out, and I should be done. I mean, besides changing the wiper blades and a couple of light bulbs that were not working.
That's just like normal maintenance.
Yeah, just normal stuff.
I don't think I've ever had a car that didn't pull one way or another for
What's up, Creed? Yeah, I don't think I have anything major left to do on there. All the other stuff is just little nitpicky stuff, the visors for the windows, so that you can crack them when it's raining outside. I'll get those at some point. No rush for any of the stuff, really. The reverse light, who cares?
And the air conditioner's been working great since it's actually being
driven. That AC will freeze you out of that thing. It is cold, cold, cold.
It was nice watching the fireworks from the parking lot in the air conditioning while having a cold beer. Watching other people wandering around looking for their cars.
Yeah, looking for their cars again. People can't find their cars for nothing.
Which is weird, because all the parking lots are labeled.
Yeah, they're labeled. It'll be like France 23. That's all you have to remember. Then you go back to France 23 and you can find it. Or Germany or whatever parking lot you end up in.
Instead, they're all walking around the parking lot, clicking their little door lock, listening for the beep. All you can hear in the parking lot is beep, beep, beep.
They got apps for that that'll actually just take you straight to your car. But nobody ever wants to use them apps. I don't know why. I mean, what?
I didn't know they had apps for that.
Yeah, they do. I think there's one called Find My Car or something like that. And when you park, you just mark it, and then when you come back out, it basically takes you straight to your car. So I started working on Shopkey stuff. I didn't finish because I wanted to make sure that the ohms were correct before I did all of them, which I did check. So now I can do the other 2 tonight and then ship all his stuff back because I've had it entirely too long. And
Indeed, you have.
gotta apologize to Shopkey for having it this long. I shouldn't have. The RBAs that he has for it are way different than the one I have, which is quite unfortunate because these little suckers are hard to build on. They're very small. You can't use it on a build stand because there's no 510 connector for the bottom of it. So, there you go. Yeah, those are nice, Jazzy. Now you just want to wash stuff all the time, don't you? You're like, ooh, what's dirty? I'm going to wash something. He's like, wait, I wore those socks for 2 hours. They're dirty. I'm washing them. Where the mod and the resistance play. There you go, Frankenmeiser. So I still have, without fail, I still have my Coil Master tool right here in the Creed built stand, which is awesome. I still haven't lost any pieces because of them being in this stand. Otherwise, I would lose them.
Roll away.
Yeah, well, all I gotta do is lay this down, and it will roll away. So my desk is obviously not level. I don't even know what I have that I can make it level. I mean, this way is fine.
That's probably the floors.
Yeah, this way is fine, but this way is not so fine. So I need to fix that. Maybe it's because I lean on this part of the desk all the time.
I doubt it. It's probably the floors.
It's the floors. So this one I've already built. And just to give you an idea how small these things are to build on, this is one of the rebuildable coils for the Vupu Vinci. I could do that, Dolores. So I have this one, and I probably have too much cotton in here. I may do a little less on the other ones, but it's stacked up on the sides. I just don't want them to have any, flooding issues or anything. I'm probably going to take the other 2 and put a little less. Yeah, it's very teensy. Wait till you see. The screws are so freaking small, man. It's like ridiculous trying to build on these things. So what I ended up going with is 6 wraps, 26 gauge Kanthal in here, and they're coming out at 0.6. These are spaced. I did space them, so
hopefully soon, Dolores.
Yeah, I would say next week, Dolores. As soon as I can ship stuff. See, this one's still brand new in the package. So it's obviously not built, so let's pop it out and we'll get started on this one. It's just the stuff in here is so small. I have to get, you can see the little holes right here where your coil goes.
No, I can't.
It's focusing now. There you go. There's 2 little holes, right? That's where your coil goes. Now, you got to see my fingers and you see how small this coil is. That's small.
SM
all.
Wally
right
says 6 months, give or take.
So
hopefully not that long.
Then they got
It's only been what, 2?
They got these little screws on the side here that you got to loosen up, and they give you this wonderful blue screwdriver so that you can do this with. But it's, I didn't have this screwdriver. I don't think I could get it because the screws in here are so teeny. It's like almost impossible to get a screwdriver in there. This was not made.
Red got his dead rabbit and his cream hills.
Oh, and Harry was talking about the blaze. Harry, I was going to order that a couple days ago. And then, because I know Element Vape has the blaze. You know, my only thoughts about Element is if I order from there, it's going to take forever to get it. But
exactly.
At this point, I don't even know. I mean, I could probably order from China and get it just as fast as...
Mick is here with his volume warning.
Oh, there he is. Oh, no.
Your headphones,
get ready for the volume warning. Yeah, man. At least I don't have to turn my TV up to max level to hear myself. Yeah. Mick's definitely got I don't know why he's normal speaking sometimes, and then other
It's
times he
not just
talks
him though.
down into his mic.
I
Oh, I
just
know it's not just him. There
think it's
is
just their culture.
their
They don't
culture.
want to be loud like us.
Yeah, this is one of the rebuild sections. It's the Vupu
Oh,
PNP
sorry,
RBA,
forgetful red.
but it.
She says she loves her cream hilled and her dead rabbit.
Oh,
I don't
awesome!
know
Oh,
why
oh
I
yeah, the
thought you were a
cream
dude.
hill. I mean, the cream
Sorry.
hill is
I'm
a
sure you know better than I do, though, Red.
absolutely fantastic mod. This mod, I really like this mod. I have the big old 30mm fatality on top of there, but other than that, yeah. So see, there's no way I can hook this to a 510.
And you made a mess already. How'd
So-
you spill something on your build mat? What
I
did you
don't
spill?
know. I don't know. I just turned that tank over or something and spilt it. So, I mean, they give you a coil, but I really don't want to use the coil that they give you.
Wait, y'all
so-
call Boris Johnson Bojo? My grandmother had a dog named Bojo. He was a toothless German Shepherd.
Not Bingo?
Bojo. Boris Johnson. Bojo. Dolores is laughing at you for leaking again. He does
Yeah.
that sometimes. He just randomly leaks.
Hey, don't tell nobody I randomly leak. That's messed up.
Well, I mean, the evidence is right there all over your build mat. It just happened in front of everybody.
So I take a piece, I don't know, 6 or 7 inches of 26 gauge Kanthal, and we're going to take the Coilmaster tool, which I would not recommend anything above 2.0 in this little guy. That's all I'm putting in there is a 2.0 because it is very small to get into there. So I'm going to put this in here like this and get it started. And then we're going to do, that would be your first
Frankenmeisers
wrap
for women
right there.
too.
1,
We have to
2,
do that weird stance when
3,
we sneeze just to make sure we don't piss
4,
ourselves.
5, and that's wrap number 6 right there. And since I'm spacing these, I'll just leave that in there like this. I know it's not focusing worth a darn, but there we go. Now you can see the wraps from the coily tool. Looks all nice and pretty. Just gonna get what little of a fingernail I have in there on the first coil, and I'm just gonna pull just like that. Just pull it down the rod, which spaces this thing out like crazy. And all you have to do to fix it, make sure you keep this part tight at the end and push it all back forward.
Boris Johnson looks like he could be Gary Busey's brother, which is kind
Oh,
of
yeah?
frightening. Have you
Then I'm
ever
gonna-
seen him? He looks like he's been riding with his head out the sunroof all the time.
No, I
Every
haven't,
single picture they have show of him, he looks
haven't paid attention.
like he just
honestly.
woke up from like a 3-day bender.
All right.
I lost one on the roller coaster, Dolores. We were sitting there waiting for the train to pull back into the station to let us off, and something felt wrong. And one of the girls had escaped its confines. I guess one of the twists and turns just.
Now this you have to cut the leads really short, but I'm going to leave them long just to show you that when you slide it in there with leads this long, yeah, it sticks up this high. So these are really short. I don't even know if the pulley tool goes down that low. I just kind of guessed before. I'll do it again. About that short, which is pretty short. And I just make sure both leads go inside one of these holes. Don't want to miss.
I would
And I just-
imagine having the leads in the holes is very
I
important.
just let it sit down pretty much all the way against the deck. That way I can slide it back up after I tighten down these screws, because tightening these screws down without the goggles on is really hard.
I got a question for the ladies in chat. Speaking of boobs, do y'all do the t-shirt tuck when you're sitting around braless? Tuck your shirt up underneath them to keep them from touching you, or is that just me?
I would not know. I've never had to do
Dolores
a t-shirt.
does, yes.
I never had to do
Well,
the t-shirt
sometimes
tuck.
they just touch you, and it makes you hot, and so when you're sitting down, it all kinds of it just kind of joins together, and you just shove the t-shirt up under there.
On a somber note,
What happened?
you
What did I
know,
miss? What somber notes?
well, I had an aunt named Dolores. She passed away back on March 18th. I just didn't mention
Oh,
it
damn.
on the channel.
Tetley does that with his balls. You
I
tuck your t-shirt up underneath your balls or your shorts. I'm hoping your shorts, because if you tucked your t-shirt in there, that would look really funny when you were walking around. I mean, whatever you do in your own house. Well, yeah, that wicks the sweat out. You just kind of tuck them up underneath there. I think I remember you saying something about your aunt passing away.
you know, this would be
It
so
was your
much
mom's
better.
sister, right?
The juice actually comes in from the sides, right here and right here. So you technically would want your coil facing that way, but it doesn't. So the juice is going to come up and hit the middle of the coil and probably flood everything out, honestly. I was just looking at the way they designed this, but they made this to where your tool could fit down in this slot.
That's always handy.
So, I mean, it's like,
You always want your tool to fit. Neil said he had to buy a screwdriver used for watch repairs. I wonder if the little glass repair
yeah,
kits that you
this
can
is
buy would
very
have one
small.
too.
I don't even think Munchkin's seen it. This is very small.
I can see how small it is. I know how big your hands are.
I'm just trying to figure out, should I do it to where the cotton could actually go down in these holes or not? I don't think I did that on the first one either.
Do it so
But
Peanut doesn't get a dry hit. We don't want to kill Shopkeep.
well, either way, not much juice is going to get up in here because it's going to stop regardless. I don't think it's going to flood, but let me take the one out of the square that I got now. Let's see
Any
if I
side of the pond, Dolores. I don't know where we're getting our politicians from, but
see what I did on this one. Oh, I see what I did. Okay, I may have to redo these.
then again, when you compare some of them to the general public at large, they seem like freaking Mensa candidates because people are getting fucking stupid.
Okay, yep, this needs to be turned some kind of way where it's like this. I do need the wick going the opposite direction.
Neil says you need to have the leads a little long so you can turn the coil to match the wick holes.
Yeah, I mean, I got the leads decently spaced, but it's kind of, I already had it built.
Richard said they're crooked.
Of course, Richard said they're crooked. I'll tell you what, this makes this thing dead tight. So now I have where the wick actually comes down, where the juice comes in at on both sides. That's the way it should be. I don't know why I didn't do that on the other one, but I didn't. And the other thing, when you do this, you have to make sure you don't use too much cotton because you don't want it so thick that it can't wick. And it's the other reason that I use a spaced coil so that it, you know, it's easier for the juice to get up in there. So I take and make I make this pretty thin. That way I don't have to fight with it trying to get the wick through the hole. I'm going to redo the other one now. Will that coil fit on an Addy stand? I don't know how you could, Cloud Chucker. There's no 510 on the bottom. I mean,
Reed said we need to address the volume situation, that we're both a tiny bit low.
we're both low.
Maybe we're just subdued this evening.
How am I low? I'm never low.
Well, you're usually not very loud when you're building something.
If you ask Mick, he says I'm too loud.
Mick, what does your iPhone say? Have you gotten any warnings yet?
Yeah, I mean, I thought I was always too loud, so I'm trying to keep it down. Yeah, this is small.
Yeah, Neil, we have several of them. We don't know where the hell they're at, but we own them. You want to know if we had Vinci's and said that you can dry burn the coils.
Yeah, especially with the
Dolores said you got too much cotton.
The other RBA section? Yeah, I think I do too, honestly. I'm going to pull this back out and strip some of this cotton down. I tried to cut it thin.
Cloud Junker said Mick's phone is broken now, so
Mick's
blew
phone,
out his iPhone speakers.
Mick's phone just broke. There we go. Now, I'm just leaving just enough cotton on the outside that I can take and tuck back down in this hole here. You don't want too much. You don't want too little. Let's see how low that's going to go. I could probably cut it a little bit shorter, to be honest with you. I'm not going to rake it out, though, because that'll probably take too much off of it. And now I need my tweezers. Not use the end that's hooked, because it'll start pulling stuff back in there.
Neil says you could take the pot apart and use the bottom part to dry burn.
The pot apart. Yeah, there's 3 different versions of the RBA section. This one is the hardest one I've ever seen. I have the good version of the RBA that has a screw on bottom, then you put it in a 510. This one you can't take apart. This is a weird version. I know it looks like there's a lot of cotton, but there's actually not. See, this thing grabs hold of it. I hate this side of the tweezers. And the sad thing is I can't vape any of these because these are going to Shopkey. Once I get this all in here, it'll be fine. There we go. I'm going to lift this back up. I need it to be able to pull in juice. I got to redo the other ones, honestly.
Dolores says it reminds her of the Subtank Mini RBA.
Yeah, that one was a pain too. Back in the day, yeah, that one was a pain. Make sure that has some room to breathe, both sides. Okay, they both have room to breathe. Let's take this one and put it back in one of these boxes before I forget. This one's done. I'm gonna move it. Well, let's check it first. Make sure it ohms. Where's the pot at? Oh, there it is. So I'm gonna take this one I just built, put it on here, check it. Hello? Okay, it wasn't, yeah, 0.6, exactly. Oh, I don't think y'all can see that. That's very dark. It's 0.6. That's exactly where it needs to be. Okay, that's done. Take this one, fold it up, put it back in the box, move it to the side so I don't accidentally redo it again. This one I think was done, but I have it turned the wrong direction and probably too much cotton too. So we're gonna rip the cotton out of there. Yep, it is turned the wrong way. Let's try and do some finagling here. Whammo. I think we're done.
I found my Pro Tank the other day, Dolores, going through this tackle box under my
Pro Tank, man, yeah.
Where's toolbox,
You
tackle
gonna vape
box,
that
whatever.
old pro
Same
tank?
fucking thing. You know what? If I had coils,
If you
why
had,
not? I
if you
kept.
were cool.
That was my go-to tank from a Dragon's Breath because that was the only glass one I had, in the Dragon's Breath, which I want to try to redo that. It was raspberry and cinnamon, and it was like a cinnamon red hot, but that raspberry just made it like sweet and just gave it a different flavor, unlike a
Mm-hmm.
fireball. It was just different. It was really good.
Mm.
Yeah, it was a blue. The Pro Tank had blue glass, and I actually sent it to. You could send your glass off to Finiac, and they would engrave it for you. So I sent my glass to them and had them emboss a dragon on it, or not emboss because it's glass. Engrave a dragon on it.
Etch.
So it's
Yeah.
blue etch. Yes, it's blue glass with a dragon etched on it. It's pretty cool.
All right, this is some pretty thin cotton right here. This ought to work just fine. And we're going to break our world speed record right here, I'm telling you. All right, that part's done. I'm going to double check again to make sure this one has the correct ohms, which it should. I wonder where Shopkey is. He usually shows up a little bit later anyway, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There we go. I didn't want that sticking out of the side. Yeah, so I'm happy I got the alignment done. You can definitely tell that it rides better, especially with the struts in there. I'm no longer hearing that clunking noise that was coming from the front. Although when I took the old ones off, I couldn't really find anything wrong except the driver's side had some oil leaking out of the strut, so it needed to be replaced, but it wasn't like it was so bad that it was making it rattle or anything.
It was pretty cool clutching. I still have my original Finiac. I had emailed them and asked them about, because they had on their website a Miami Dolphins tank. So I asked them if they had any more because I didn't see the design as one you could choose. And she said that the name Finiac was because her husband was a Dolphins fan. So it was like Dolphin Maniac, right? And I said, well, would you do one for me? So I have the exact reverse of the design he has. That was his tank that was up on the website. So I have the opposite design. So like all the colors are reversed, where like the big D on his was orange and mine is teal. And so
This one did not show the
it's pretty
ohms
cool.
correctly, so I'm double checking all my connections here.
I think they're
That
downstairs
was a little
in the cabinet.
loose.
I'll go get it. Hold on.
Wow, how did they get so loose? I thought I tightened those up. Try that again now. The leads screws were like loose. I don't remember loosening it up at all. Yeah, that one's already perfect. When you first fire this up, it says 9.999, whatever. And it's still saying that. Oh, there we go, 0.6. Why does it not work the opposite direction? Oh, now it's working. It just took a while for it to read it. That's weird. Yeah, now it's saying 0.6. It's correct. So that's 2 done. Oh, is this the Pravari? Oh, here we go. I guess she's talking about this dolphin's tank. And there's the Pravari.
Wait, I can't see. I'm so far behind. All right.
Yeah, it's a pretty tank. I mean, it really is.
Show him the drip tip. That's all matchy.
And this thing still has juice in it? Are you kidding me?
I refilled it last time I showed people.
It better not have a battery in here. I'm just saying.
No, it does not.
All right, you're lucky.
It is pretty, Cloud Chugger. Yeah, that was my go-to setup when I bought it. I was like, I'm never gonna need anything other than this.
Oh, the third one is the one that was in there, so I got to rebuild it because I already got juice in it. That's this one. So I would vape it, but it's only gonna vape like 1 or 2 hits before it's dry. Because this one I already took all the juice out of the tank. I don't mind doing it since I'm gonna be burning it anyway.
Wally, I don't know if that was really for me or if that was for the ex-husband when he found out how much the Pravari cost. After I'd already bought like the first ego kit that I got had 2 of them. That was like $70. And then I got the Vision spinner. And then I got
hard.
What was it? The MVP. So I was already upgrading. So when I got to the Pravari, I'm like, yeah, this is it. I'm not gonna spend any more money. Not that I needed to justify my expenses, considering I'm the one that paid all the fucking bills, but still.
I have to. One of these magnets is not all the way down, so I'm gonna fix that.
Is that the one that you had to glue back in there?
Yeah.
How come I can hear him crying through the door, but I can't hear him crying through the headphones?
He was definitely crying. See, it's lifting up just the slightest hair. I don't know why.
The zombie Pravari. I just wanted white because it was nice and clean looking, and it would match anything. Because I had a bunch of. I went crazy with the cardo tanks. I also have several from IB Tanked.
All right, I'm taking this apart anyways. This one I had a much different style coil in there. I think that's 8 wraps. I already had the thing pointed the right way, but we're going to build this one correctly so that I don't have to misjudge it this time. There we go. Let me go wash all this off first before I put new stuff in there. I needed a drink anyway.
I'm gonna see if I can get to this so I can. Yes, it only goes to 15
No,
watts.
it goes. Oh, the Pravari, yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it takes those weird little button top batteries too. I don't. It's not an 18650. It's an 18350, I think. Because I got the extension. I don't remember. Yeah, I think you had to buy the extension to get it to take an 18650, if I recall correctly.
All right, let's see how far out these screws are. I need to put on these goggles. I'm sorry, I can't see a darn thing. Let's go back to the buildy cam. Move this stuff out of the way. Now maybe I can see what I'm doing a little bit. Definitely open far enough on that one. Dog's over here. Okay, there we go. Both of those are opened up. We're going to take the Coil Master tool again. Not lose anything. Get some more 26 gauge.
I still have some unopened cardos in here.
Oh, you got cardos still? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go again. That is the first wrap. Second, third, 4, 5, and number 6 right there. Once again, let me get some of this off.
I found them. Forgot I did that. What tank was it you were looking for the other day? Or Addie?
Kennedy. It's Superman on their symbol. Can't miss it because it's got a Superman symbol on it.
All right, I'll have to look through that momentarily.
I never did find that Kennedy either.
Well, so
last
I
week.
found the box of Addies that I was looking for. I put them in this toolbox. I knew I put them somewhere.
I'll leave
hey,
the
look,
leads a
there's a
little
bunch
bit
of
longer
wire.
this time, just so I can see if I can get it to balance out for me here.
Artery coils. I don't even know where my nugget is.
Okay, that's way too long, but try that. Positives in. Whoops.
Is
Yeah,
that still charged? No way.
what are you looking at now?
I just found an Ego twist that still has battery. I accidentally hit the button, it lit up blue. Who is making my grandbaby?
Story of my life. I can't hit the hole. All right, fine.
You're fine. I've never had a problem. Wait, is that? No, that's E-leaf. What are these?
The
ice
bottom
stick
one's
coils?
the one that's giving me trouble. The top one goes right in every time. Of course, the bottom one is just, you know what? I only have the goggles on.
Scott wants to know, wasn't the Kennedy one of the first RDAs with bottom airflow?
Good question. They are one of the first. I don't know if they were the first. But yeah, it was pretty close. I mean, but coming from the bottom like that, maybe they were the first. I have cut this too short now.
MTK fun box.
I think that's too short now. I can't seem to make it reach. Hold on a second. The other way was easier when I did it and just turned it. You know, trying to make it stretch over is not working so well for me.
Shit. Ah, fuck.
Okay.
What?
Nothing.
Cascade of issues going on over here.
I'm just gonna wrap another one real fast because you know, got too much wire as it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
I don't know
right
where
there.
my other IB tank is. I had a clear one with purple swirls on it. All right, so Superman is what I'm looking for
My
here.
phone is dinging. I check it in a second. Okay.
What that is. Is it a tank or an RDA?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Totals for out of pocket is an additional 3,000. Okay, I don't. I'll have to show you that in a little bit. She's gonna try to act like that. Oh, there's more money y'all just haven't seen. That you owe us.
No. Once that check is cut, it's cut. Nothing else is being paid. If you can't prove it to the administrator, it didn't fucking happen.
Yep. All right. Now let's go a little longer this time, and then I'm gonna take and move the leads. I'm gonna put them in the wrong way and then twist it like I did before because it works so much better than trying to put this in straight across way. It just wasn't working out for me. Yeah, see, that's too long there, but it's close. I just go.
You didn't answer me. Was the Kennedy that you're looking for an RDA or an RBA?
An RDA. Kind of looks like a .com. I think it had a purple drip tip even, maybe.
Okay, I don't see it. I did find a little blue screwdriver though. Several very tiny screwdrivers.
What are we gonna do with a blue screw? That's what it was. See, once that's out of the way, once the rod's out of the way, it lets it fall down in there a lot further. So I can take and lift this back up just a hair. We're good to go. Yeah, that screw decided it was gonna fall out.
Found another little blue screwdriver. Ooh, that's pretty drip tip.
Good Lord, the dog sounds like it's dying over there.
Was that what I heard?
Yeah.
It sounded like somebody like dragging a chair across the floor.
It was the dog.
Or somebody stepped on a goose.
She makes weird noises like that. Need to get this bottom curved over just a hair so that it doesn't touch the coil. There we go. I just like
Found a bunch of little tins with coils in them. Let's see, what are these? N180 Skyfire coils, Juggernaut coils, 6-core fused Claptons.
Okay, that's done. Which I know it's Bella,
right, Bella,
what is wrong?
back it
Go
up.
get some water.
That's what I don't understand. Animals will cough up a lung and not go get a damn drink. What is that leaking in here?
Okay, I've got this cut down really short once again so that I can get this to fit in there. Oops. All right, I thinned it down really good now. She is hacking it up, boy, I'll tell you.
Well, her water dish is probably empty because I'm pretty sure Junior sat in it earlier.
He likes playing with the water.
He does.
All right, we're going to get this cotton to go down in there. There we go. See, it grabs hold of the cotton. This has got a little burr on the very end of it, and it grabs the cotton and yanks it back out. I have to use different tweezers. Let go. Every time I try to straighten it, though, somebody uses them or something without me knowing, and it gets bent again. In there. Don't yank back out. Jeez. There we go. We take the top, put the top back on without grabbing the cotton. So shiny. All right, what do we got here? How many boxes we got? Okay, this one go in here. 2 of the boxes. And this one can have everything put back together. The screwdriver. Bella! Jeez. She's just going at it. I don't know where the third. Hey, get some water. Come on. Intent on making everybody listen to it. Didn't I have 3 boxes to start off with, or did I only have 2? I don't remember.
I don't know.
I think I have 3 boxes. Maybe the other one's upstairs, but this is the 3rd coil. All 3 of those are done for now. We'll continue with something else here in a second. You didn't find the Kennedy? Man, I wanted to build that thing.
I did not. I mean,
see, the one I got.
I found a griffin.
Oh, well, this thing, let me show you.
A lush, which I've got a couple of those. I like those. Found a smoke tank.
Breeze is paying bills with the pen that Creed made for her.
Found the tank that
Mine's
goes
right
with
here.
Snow Wolf.
It's so heavy too. It's like, man, it's almost like a mod. It feels like a.
This was one of my favorite mods ever. Isn't that pretty? I mean, it's like, it's just a piece of junk, but I still think it's pretty. Why did it freeze? I can't see it. This part, the green, that's green, so it's like copper and green, and the screen is behind that.
There's a screen.
And Huh?
There's a screen behind that?
Yeah, it's regulated. It goes with.
Dolores don't miss a beat, let me tell you. Hey, I thought that stuff was going in the attic. Yeah,
Oh, that's different stuff. And it goes with this tank. Can y'all see that?
no, because it's green. So
Well,
it's
yeah.
green screened.
So yeah, it's green. So it's the same color as the screen. So it reminds me of the old antique glass. But this thing is a cardo tank.
Oh, Josh is in here?
But it's handmade, so it's a pain in the ass trying to get a cardo in there because the holes aren't necessarily round.
There you go, Josh. This will bring back some memories there.
No, the
Oh,
other
that's so
stuff that's
bright.
going in the attic is over there, Dolores, and it's just like old video game equipment and empty mod boxes.
This is Munchkin's mod, by the way, not mine. I don't. Oh, he's next to you. Okay, well then he can see the Pravari though. He knows about the old Pravari that's got
And then
dust
this
all
is
around it.
another one of my cardo tanks that's brushed gold. Can you see that?
No, because I'm on the build screen. Hold on.
Well, stop.
There.
So
Yes.
get your shit off the screen, but technically that's my shit. Yeah, so it's swirled, but it's gold, and I have a gold mod that it goes on top of. And then I have another one that I can't find right now. Is clear with black caps, and it's got a purple swirl around it.
Did I show y'all the one that I thought
cool.
was real? It was really cheap, but I bought it because of how pretty it was. I'll show you. See it yet? I can't hear you. You're muted.
What? I can't hear nothing. I don't see anything.
Look.
Oh, I remember when you bought that one.
Yeah, this is like a blue and a gold, and
I saw that.
This is actually the dripper up here, which probably still it still has a very old build in it that you can see that is all rusted out now at this point. But the mod itself is absolutely gorgeous. I just like the color of this thing. It needs to be cleaned. I mean, it's really shiny when it's clean. But I just like the color of it. That blue and brass was pretty. I've had that one for quite a while. I only used this mod like twice, and it's not a bad mod. Thing, you know, it's weird, but batteries go in there. It's just slides apart everything.
Got a bunch of generic Coil Master parts.
All magnetic. The V something 240, Via 240. I know. Aries has one of these. Votech Via 241 is what it says on the 510. Votech. They had different versions of this. This one's got the alien creature thing on there, but regular micro USB, and then boom, 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 boom. Hello, Michelle. How you doing? Hey, Mama Nim. Oh man, I'll get another week out of them coils. Yeah, I don't think them coils are gonna do anything because that is really gross. I mean, the mod itself, it's not like it had a really bad battery drop or anything, but I bought it mainly to look at more than to actually vape the thing, so that's why I got it. I got to figure out which. I think these two mods are shop keys. I got to go through and find all those Vinci's because there's 4 in total. 2 of them Shopkey sent me, so I know the rainbow one for sure is his. I'm not sure about the other one.
Why would you just assume that the rainbow one is Shopkey's?
Because I know when it came in, I just didn't remember the other color one, which I think it was green. It was this green one.
I don't remember.
So I got oh, I forgot to put this rod back in the thing. I'll put that in there. Put a battery in it and try those coils out. I won't try those coils out. Well, Neil, I might try those coils out if I put different cotton in there. I'm not vaping that cotton, dude. There's no way. Sorry, timekeeper. Yeah, they think I'm gonna vape this thing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's been in there quite some time. This is elf wick at this point. That's pretty gross. So if you really want to know, I know, right, Dolores? I should.
Haven't
Yeah.
heard that name in forever.
But all the other auctions are for cool charities and all that stuff. I don't feel right about doing it that way, but I mean, granted, all the other auctions are stuff that people donated, et cetera, et cetera. Hell, I paid for all this stuff. That's a different ball game. These coils suck, though. No, I can't use these coils. There's no way. I mean, even look at these screws. They're so thick, I can just throw the back of a tweezer in there and get them. I will try to use this mod, though, and see what it vapes like. I got to show y'all how this thing is made so you can be like, oh, okay, I see.
Oh, I do have pro tank coils.
The other big downfall to this thing is it has like the negative up here you can get to no problem. Pull the coil out. The positive has a whole different screw that screws in from the side, and it's not flathead. This is a Allen key type.
Anybody want Ready X wick? I got a shitload of it.
That's not the right one. That's too big. There we go. Okay, it's definitely got a magnetic switch. I can tell you that. You can see that. That's pretty strong. Good Lord. That's strong, man. Yeah, that's really dirty. Does this unscrew? It does. Let's clean this off before we continue. See it? Even that's more shiny. It's hybrid. Clean this off. Where'd you go?
What? I'm right here. I was looking at stuff. I don't know why the cast is so far behind from me. I've got so much crap. I know compared to the amount of crap that he has, it doesn't seem like I have that much crap, but I've got a lot of crap. Crap I don't even remember buying. Where did I get that shit? Yeah, I apparently this was the Asmodella that I told you guys about the other week that I wanted him to rebuild, but this is not the same one because that one was in pieces. So apparently I have two of them. So let's see. Is that screw down? I don't even fucking remember. Yeah. So I took the top off. This side wall comes off. You can unscrew it and unscrew it from the base so you can rebuild it without. Oh shit, you can't see me because he left with the build cam on. I'm sitting here showing y'all for nothing. Yeah.
I'll put it on there because I'm gonna have
apparently I have another Asmodella that I've never even fucking used that I completely forgot that I own.
gotta clean this even further because that top layer, the gold's coming off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me show you all this real quick before she shows you all this stuff. Yeah, that's what I was saying about how cheap the mod was. You can see the gold at the bottom of this, but look at how the rest is turned into stainless steel. All up here, everywhere I cleaned it, it's all coming off. All the gold part. Which that's fine far as the post goes. I'm not worried about it. It's on the inside. I just don't want to clean this and then all of it come off, you know?
Oh, here it is.
All right, let me go back to you.
Shit, that still has juice in it too. All right, this is old juice. Very old juice.
I'm cleaning this off now.
So that was the other cargo tank that I had. It's got the purple and black swirly lines on it.
Which honestly worries me. If it
tank.
comes off that easy, you could be vaping this stuff.
Probably. What is? Oh, here's the pro tank. Okay, it's the blue one. Sorry, maybe the blue one is not the one I had engraved. I know I had one engraved, but here's the blue pro tank right there. You can't really see it because it's a very light blue color, but there's that. I wonder if I have the one I had engraved in here.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that metal's coming off like that. That's not good.
I don't see that one in here. I don't think it broke. I don't remember it breaking.
There we go.
Another ego twist. The original drip tip from my. Look, I still have the little containers that my .coms came in.
Do you now?
I do.
Build a pro tank? I have done that many times in the past, Dolores. Building one right this second would be hard because she'd have to find all the pieces. You know, those things we used to use the good old, wow, that magnet is something serious.
I have pro tank coils. I found some.
Oh, no!
What'd you do? I heard noises.
I just popped the the magnets. Wow.
Oh, was that them flipping that I heard?
Yes.
Oh, whoops. Don't do that.
Good Lord, they're tight on there. Ugh. Man, that's got some of the strongest magnets I've seen on a mech.
I remember when I first started vaping, when I thought that I had a collecting problem, when literally the entirety of my collection fit in this little tiny makeup bag, and I had a box, a little tiny like shoebox size full of juice, and I thought that was too much.
This thing can literally jump halfway across the room to the other magnet. It is no joke. This is hilarious to me. I'm nowhere near it and it's jumping over to it.
Mm. Those are some of the drip tips I got from Double Helix Designs and another little tiny blue screwdriver.
Okay, I gotta take it apart.
I thought I was
I'll
a drip
show
tip
y'all in a
junkie
second.
until I saw Eva's collection. Holy shit. I got nothing on her. What's in that?
Okay, now let me try and get it where y'all can see how strong these magnets are. A joke. They are.
Freeze. Are you
They're
here?
very strong. So This
You
is the
made that,
copper
right?
pin in that goes down the center,
Breeze made that.
which is square, so it can only go.
It's green. You can't see it, but I think Breeze made that.
Maybe. Then you take this round ring and it goes around here like this. Let me see if I can get the rest of these apart. So then you take one magnet and put here. Whoa. Like so. Then you make sure these are on the that's how far it's pushing away. That's crazy. I'm going to take this and put here. I'm going to try not to let, whoa. See, it's already trying to pull it out of there. Oh. That's not screwed in correctly, though. I can tell by the threads. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not so fast, man. You think both of these magnets was on this side? I mean, I can do it that way, but it doesn't seem right. Wrong. Wait a minute, I got an idea. Jesus. Question is this bottom piece magnetic also? It is. Okay, good. Try this again. Keep screwing in crooked. Finally, Jesus. So if you go all the way in, it's locked. You can't fire it. And you unscrew this, and you can fire it.
Just found the tiniest Allen wrench ever. Paper.
That was a pain in the butt. Let me just make sure, because I can't even see the battery, that I definitely put the battery with positive side up. Actually, positive side down would probably be better, but we can do that too. You always want the more vulnerable side of the battery pointing away from you. Now I'm going to see if we can put some kind of coil in this atomizer. I don't even know. I mean, it's built for dual coil. Take some more wire from over here. We're gonna have to change this out because that's entirely too small. Go back up to 3mm. Three millimeter it is. Now this will be better with some fused Clapton in there actually. Do have some more. I don't know if I have enough to make 2 coils with it. I'm try wrapping them and see if I got enough, but it's gonna be a close fit there.
What's this?
What? What are you talking about?
Look at the camera.
Dude, hold on. I'll have to see that closer. I'm not sure.
Sounds like garbage to me.
It's not garbage. I think it's an adapter for one of the mods. I'm serious. And I just dropped the one piece of coil. There we go. I can grab it. That's going to be really close on the second coil, though. I'm telling you right now. I got one done. Second one's going to be iffy. I actually need to pull lead off. I think I got it. All right, guys. First, let's lock the mod. Let's don't be stupid and how's that too tight still? Holy moly. Well, the 510 connector sticks out so far on the hybrid that I can't screw this in all the way. I'm pretty sure though that the top cap makes up for it because it was on there all the way. Yeah, I'll have to show y'all. It's got a gap. Wait a minute, that won't work actually. Unless I can get that adjusted to where it fits.
All right, this may be slightly anal retentive, but I'm washing all your screwdrivers.
You're doing what?
I'm washing all your screwdrivers. Everything in this box is covered in old, gross juice. So it's all sticky and nasty. So I washed the pile of vape bands, all the miscellaneous coil master things. Now I'm washing all your little tiny screwdrivers and Allen wrenches.
I see what the problem is, guys. Let me go back to the build cam real quick. So this top cap right here was like way down in there. So I just backed it off where now it's pretty much flush. Let's see if, man, that magnet is strong in that thing.
Scroll.
Okay, there's a little bit of a rattle, which I can take out with the fire button, which that's fine. Look at that. It still has the slightest gap right there. Look at that. I mean, it only goes so high with this top. There we go. Now there's no gap. All right. This is like way too old school right here. This is old. They have mesh what? Where's the other coil I had? That magnet's done moved so much stuff. There it is.
Night, Michelle.
All right. Sorry I'm being boring. I know it. For my life. It was being boring. This thing is starting to fire because I had this, I was pushing down. I can't really lock this. Well, maybe I can. Okay, it's not firing. Just had to make sure. I didn't want to start burning myself here. And I didn't even have them tight enough yet to where I thought it would start firing, but it was. How quickly was Scuba fire? Push down hard and burn his finger. Right, Scott? Yeah, I was working on that. I was trying really hard to burn myself. Okay. I can't really slide these over much because I don't have the insides interwoven with each other, but we can see if we can get them fire evenly. Well, George, I think we got something going on here.
Scott wants to know how quickly will you forget to lock the fire button and burn yourself?
Yeah, I already demonstrated that a minute ago.
No.
It's locked now. Hey, it's been so long since I've used a mech. It's very easy for me to, especially on old mods like this, Because the newer ones are pretty much, you can't fire it because you have, the way it's indented, it's flush. Like this one here, if you sit it down, you're not going to fire it. You physically have to push in. This one's not that way. So you set it down really hard, you could fire it. But I don't know, that magnet is really strong. Hey, Cherokee. I mean, the magnet is something seriously strong in this thing. Actually, it was 3 magnets, right? Almost 4. Since this is an RDA, we don't have to worry as much about all the finer details. Even though Cloud Chucker would be like, what? It's all about the details, man. I just want to make sure I'm getting air underneath the coil. When you said, what is this? I thought you were going to show me the Kennedy, man. You didn't do it. I need to get different tweezers.
I didn't find it.
Not those. I think even these black ones are better. Yeah, these are much better. How did that thing yanking the cotton out every time I touch it? Now this doesn't have the biggest of juice wells. Pull in more juice, but I mean it's okay. I'm going to use a different kind of juice. Yeah, this is definitely old school vapes. I mean, but Mech Mods is, it's just, this is a really old RDA, a good old China one. So if it vapes good at all, I'll be surprised. I don't remember how good this thing was. Or walking around? Oh, I don't know.
Hmm?
She was wondering, was you walking around, I guess.
Yes. Who's wondering? Katie?
Katie, yes.
Oh.
Making sure I got everything tight. Go back, put some more juice on this. I want to flood this thing to start off with, because there's no telling how bad this thing's going to taste. All right, let's wipe off the outside. I got little oil remnants laying everywhere. Okay, everything should be lined up now. Look at there. Looks all pretty. Good to go. Go back to the main cam, see what we can get. This kind of magnet. Let me see what you got there. Oh, no, I didn't do that. Yeah, that's pretty close to it there, Dolores. Now, I don't know what the exact size of this one is. I'd have to measure it out, but wait. I got to get back to where I can see what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. Now we're firing. Apparently the lock kicks in pretty quick. Not bad. Let me adjust that airflow correctly. There we go. I mean, you just cannot beat. You know what I noticed? This thing changes colors. Let me see if this shows up on camera. I thought this was all dark blue. Like
Well, it's
right here is like a lighter blue to a darker blue, and then it changes to almost a green up here. Not really showing up on the camera that well, but up here is green. You can see the color difference between here and here. It definitely changes color. This is more of a greenish blue, and then this is a more scuba blue down here. I know why, a lot of people like mech mods because, I mean, as far as flavor goes on a RDA, man, on a mech mod, it's good. Wow. I haven't vaped a mod like this, and I can't even tell you how long where you got to curl your. Well, besides the Mage, I mean, the Mage is similar, but it's got the fancy magnets for fancy people. They are some strong magnets, Slappy. I couldn't even get close to the thing without it sticking over to the other magnet. I'm surprised I didn't break them. That's the other thing about those neodymium magnets, guys. If they slap together really hard, they'll break in half. So
neodymium is the same as rare earth, right?
yes, neodymium rare earth magnets. Yeah, that's what they call them. But so if they slap together, it's just like a shell around some kind of pot metal stuff, and if they slam together, they'll break. They're kind of fragile, but they're really strong. I think almost everything you see nowadays have those type of magnets instead of the old black refrigerator magnet deals. Those aren't very strong. Neodymium magnets. So you can get magnets that are so strong that if your fingers got caught between them, it would
just fucked that
crush them. What?
You tried to say neodymium and you didn't say neodymium or something.
I don't know what I said. Maybe I did say something wrong. Yeah, I'm not too happy with the little slide text they tried to send in at the last minute. I'm not going for that either.
Well, it doesn't matter because, like I said, the administrator is the one cutting the check, and once it's cut, it's cut.
Rare earth magnets are any of the lanthanide series metals. Okay, darn thing. Thanks for educating. I've never really studied magnets. I just know neodymium magnets are good stuff. They're good. This is definitely hitting very hard. I got no issues with it. Doesn't taste weird or anything, which is surprising because I would thought I would have had to clean this whole thing out, but it's not bad actually. Rare Mar magnets. Rare Mar magnets. Elon Musk is going to have rare Mar magnets. Rare Mars. I can't even say it. Jesus. That's funny. Yeah, Cherokee, if you have a mech mod that's either just spring based or if it already has neodymium magnets in it, like I have one now, the Pacifica needs new magnets. It has a broken magnet in it. So Munchkin's just never taken it apart to see the broken magnet. It needs a new one, so I need one.
No, I have
size.
taken it apart because I used to take it apart and clean it. Last time I took it apart and put it back together, the magnets were not flipped over and were perfectly fine. So I don't know what happened unless it just snapped because of old age and flipped itself over. No, absolutely, Stina.
Oh, she can definitely
pick my brain anytime you like.
She can tell you all that stuff. I'm no good at it, but she is. This is almost, I think it's got too much juice in there. It's almost coming out of the sides.
I do not have
I
yellow
just,
gunk under my toenails.
I didn't want to underfill it. Check out the measurements. I can try, Dolores. I do have a micrometer. All right, let's get the Pacifica out. This is the nice poofy deal that it comes in. It is definitely dirty. It has been around the block a couple times.
Oh, I found the that polish I was looking for the other day.
You can see that the magnets aren't even doing anything right now, actually. Where are the magnets? Wait a minute.
You didn't take them out, did you?
Maybe the magnets go down in the part below this. Wow. I don't know how I'm going to hold it still to... unscrew this.
Stina, is the deed in both of your names? If it is, you should have an easier time. I would try to find a local credit union or try Movement Mortgage. I don't know if they're in Texas. Let's see.
Yeah, I can't hold it still and turn this loose at the same time. These are going to be hard to... Wait, I think I got it. Wow, that was in there, man. Don't lose it. The magnets are not in there.
You have the deed of an assumption. So if you've assumed the deed of trust and the mortgage company has approved it, then I don't think you need to. Did the mortgage company approve? Are they aware that there's a deed of assumption? Yeah, your interest rate might be a little higher than that because they're going back up, but yeah, if it's deeded in your name, I think you should be able to.
So the inside hole has to be 6 millimeters, Dolores, and the outside ring can be no bigger than... I'd say 13.5 millimeters, just to be on the safe side. So the total circumference can only be up to 13 point, and it's because it has to fit in this hole.
Get off there.
But the inner diameter definitely needs to be 6 millimeter or a little bigger than that so that it actually can fit in there. But you can sand around it to get it to fit down in there. And it has to be at least 2 magnets, and the thickness of them can be, let's just say, you take 2 of these, so 3.4, 3.5 millimeters per, or maybe 3 millimeters thick at the most. I mean, 2 millimeters thick would be fine. Just 2 magnets though. I had the originals, I just don't know where I put them. They're probably in that cabinet somewhere, because I took them out with every intention of ordering more magnets for it and forgot. But yeah, as far as this goes, this can all be cleaned off. It just needs to be cleaned. The glass and everything behind it, the patina, all that's fine. Yeah, it's just dirty.
Well, Stina, are you trying? Do you have to pay him equity, or just refinance it in your name?
There we
Because
go.
if you don't have to pay him any equity and it's worth 350K, and you're only trying to refinance 70,000 just to get it in your name, then that should be fine.
Yeah, see that 3 millimeter is if that center hole is 3 millimeters, it won't work. It's got to be 6 millimeters at least. Oh, it's saying it's 4 millimeters across that hole, and it needs to be 6. Yeah, those won't work anyway.
Yeah, if you just need to refinance it in your name, I would try a local credit union before you go to the big mortgage companies. Because if it's worth 350,000 and you're only trying to refinance 70 of it, their risk is not very low. Because if you go into foreclosure, they're going to make bank on that shit. Yeah.
All right. It's back. Yeah. Actually
That's why am I blurry?
magnetized.
There we go.
Yeah,
Right.
that darn thing said.
You've got the cone of apathy and a high interest rate. I can believe
Remember that company that sold 510 tops and
See,
stuff?
3 degrees.
I forgot what.
Double helix design.
No.
No, well, they sell the tops for different
Remember
daddies.
they would sell just 510 connectors and stuff, and I used to order from them, and they had the magnets for a while. I don't know if they were exact right size, but they were close.
I don't remember.
Oh, I can't remember the name of that company, and I think they're still around, which is weird. They may not be, but this does not fire if you just sit it on the table, which is nice. That magnet's way too strong, or those magnets are way too strong. Fat Daddy vapes. That's it. That is it. Mowgli, man, he remembers some stuff. That was it. Are they still around, Mowgli? I don't remember if I've seen their name come up at all recently, but
Let's look.
Yeah, because they sold like the weird stuff that was hard to find, squonk bottles and 510 connectors, so you could build your own mod. Basically, they bought all kind. They had all kinds of stuff for sale that you could pretty much craft what you wanted. Cree said, "I'll lend you the money."
You know what? I mean, Creed, it's an investment. Private lenders aren't necessarily a bad thing. I'm
Vape
just saying.
and make. What is vape?
Yeah, that's what I found.
Well, it does say Fat Daddy, and
items by Fat Daddy. So yeah,
they sell the spot. They got RDA replacements. Let's see if they still have magnets. They used to sell magnets.
I mean, I'd help, but we can't prepare a note and deed of trust for Texas because we're not authorized to practice law in that state. But you could get an attorney to draw that shit up
magnets.
Cheaply.
They sell magnets. Ha ha ha. Oh, those are solid magnets, though. Yeah, those are solid magnets. I can't. That's for making mods, which is great, but unless
and hell, you could probably even get away with like a limited appraisal because the loan to value is so drastically different. I don't know that they'd have to do a full on appraisal. Even though a full on appraisal is still only like $500 and you don't necessarily have to pay for it up front.
Uh,
The best
yeah.
boat is your friend's boat.
Well, they had Veritube. I'll check that out, Mowgli. They got a new company they were advertising on the radio. I forgot the name of it. I don't want to give out the web address to it anyway, but basically you pay a third of a cost of a boat, and it's good for however many locations they have, and you just go get on the boat. They have other people that clean the boat and fill it with gas. You basically just go and drive the boat and park it when you're done and go to wherever you want and get on another boat and drive it and park it when you're done. That's
So you're
it.
not buying a boat. It's like a timeshare for a
Yeah,
boat.
it's
Any boat.
it's basically a timeshare boat. Yeah. I was like, well, it's like Carefree Boating or something like that. I think
Yeah,
that was
Creed,
it.
they would hope she goes into foreclosure.
I bet
of course,
you that's
Texas
the name of the
is a
website.
judicial foreclosure state, so they might not be all that keen. It's more effort, but
It might be Carefree Boats. Yeah, there it is. Carefree Boat Club. Boating without owning. It's about time. I just heard the commercial just since y'all brought up boats. I'm definitely not promoting them.
isn't
I
that
don't
more
know.
like just a boat rental?
It,
Where you can just rent a boat wherever you're at?
no,
that
it's
seems cool.
different. With rentals, you have to worry about cleaning it and stuff when you turn it back in. This one, they clean it for you. You don't have to do anything. It's literally like boom, boom, you're done. From what I heard on the radio. Now, I didn't go in and check it out.
Well, Navy Federal, I wouldn't go with Navy Federal. Stay away from Chase. Stay away from Wells Fargo. I would say stay away from Bank of America, but my last few experiences with them, as far as the mortgage side, have went surprisingly well. So much so that I emailed the guy and said, "Who are you, and what have you done with Bank of America?"
Really, John Q. Now, this is my question. If the dead rabbit that you have if it's top airflow, I assume, make sure that where the airflow is coming in is directed straight at your coils. If your coils are too far away, it'll definitely impact the flavor. So check your coil placement. That's a big, big key in that, man. And if you got too much cotton in there, it's going to be basically dry hitting on you. You might get a little flavor, but you don't want it to dry hit either. So those are the two things, because the dead rabbits that I've used have been great on flavor. So I think that's just a coil placement / wicking issue. I don't think it's the tank.
Yeah, Stina, I looked up.
It's going in the FU drawer.
Some of the Rocket Mortgage isn't bad. Like some of the ones that they have as the top in Texas, like Carrington Mortgage Services, kind of is more of a broker. I do not have a good relationship with Carrington just because they're fucking stupid. But they did manage to get it closed. I mean, the client didn't bother the client at all because they didn't have to fucking deal with them the way I did. But
Jesus, John.
Rocket is not bad. Who's the other one that I saw? Yeah, Loan Depot was a good one too.
He don't have to send it, Scott. I mean, I think John Q can figure it out, but the question is, does he want to? I mean, John Q, when he gets ticked off at something, he just puts it off to the side. That's the same way Bill is over with Late Night Vape Show. He's got a tank, and he's
Some
like,
people don't do fiddly. If they
the
can't
fat
do it
rabbit.
the first time, they're like, "Fuck it, I'm out."
Yeah, he's like, I don't like it, and he can't get it apart either. I was like, dude, I can get it apart. Send it to me. I'll take it apart for you. But he was like, it's not worth it, because even if you get it apart, I didn't like it when I vaped it.
Prime Lending is not a bad one either. But I'd try with a local credit union.
You can always use another one, Richard. Well, Richard, you have a Pacifica there. It would be really nice if you could measure those magnets, so we could get a replacement. You know. Oh yeah, yeah. You can drop it and break the magnets, Cherokee. I know most of my experiences whenever I've broken one of those magnets, it's from them slapping together really hard. Like you have them far apart and think you're okay, and when it flies out of your hand and slaps the other magnet, it breaks it in half.
Stina,
especially when they're not solid and they have that hole in the center.
Have you talked to your current mortgage company and see if they'll do what's called a non-qualifying assumption?
Me either, Harry. Thanks, Richard. Yeah, I have the old magnet somewhere. It had two magnets, I think, in the Pacifica. One of them broke, the other one didn't. So I was going to take the good one and measure it and try to get something similar. And I took them out, and I'll be damned if I know where I put them. Just like I don't know where the Kennedy is right now. I got boxes of mods that are put away that I don't even know where it's at anymore. John Q, you know, I thought about, I remember John Q the other day because that profile picture, I don't even know what movie it's from or whatever that John Q's using, but we were watching a video and it showed that picture. And I was like, wow, it's John Q's icon picture. Yeah, you got to break out the micrometer.
No, it's your Navy Federal.
I need the inside diameter of the magnet, the outside diameter magnet, and the thickness of the magnet. That's the three measurements I need. Inside diameter, outside diameter, thickness. And then I can find something that'll work. You can go to Amazon. They got like 8 gabillion magnets on there. Usually the magnets you buy off of there are solid, though. They're not ones that have holes in them. So it's going to be tricky to find them. Maybe Fast Tech or somebody has the magnets like that, but finding them is the hard part. I don't understand the Abyss. All right, this is what, let me show y'all what I mean. The Abyss, if you don't vape it for a while, it goes to 5 watts, right? And then you cannot adjust the wattage. Whoa. What the hell? What the hell? I'm touching it, but the wattage is moving all by itself. Stop. Stop. Okay, so I have a button that's stuck. That's my problem. Okay, I thought there was some other problem going on. The down watts button is getting stuck. It's probably got some juice or something caked up in there. I'll fix that later. So right here in the very corner, it's like getting caught right there. It was like just cranking it up. And yeah, exactly, dire thing. The button's sticking. I just noticed that. I had no idea why it would go to 5 watts and just stay there. And what's happening is the bottom button is getting stuck and is going all the way down and staying there because the button's staying depressed. So you have to get that button loose. I'll clean that out in there and it'll be fine. So I have the tripod on top of it right now. Tripod is a great RTA. It really is. For a single coil, this thing is awesome on flavor. But they're so damn expensive. And then somebody got one in the group and was like, the clone's good.
He doesn't know about Jack Torrance because Scuba does not like scary movies or scary anything. So Scuba has probably never seen The Shining, nor has any desire to see The Shining.
I don't think I've seen, if I have seen The Shining, I've only seen some of it. I haven't seen the movie It. They played it the other day. I saw a couple of minutes of it. I have no idea besides the clown's like a spider or something. That's all I know.
Kind of, sort of.
Other than that, I'm really like, do I have the ether bridge? Oh yeah. Wait, the bridge. I have something for it. I don't remember what the hell it is. Because it came with a different tank and then the flip around thing. And I don't remember all the parts I got for it now. Main reason why is I stopped messing with it because I got the Cthulhu and the Pulse. You know, I got multiple pulses now. I got this Pulse Squonker and this Pulse Squonker. Well, this one's technically Munchkins. And this one, then I got a clear one, some down. That's not it, but there's one down here somewhere. But yeah, I started vaping this. You know, I went to tell y'all last week that they had these in stock again at Vapor DNA. They only had black. I went and checked a couple days ago because I was like, you know, I could use another one of these. They were sold out. They were all gone. And I'm like, damn, man. Every time they get these in, they sell out so freaking fast. And black is the only color that seems to stay in there for a while. Yeah, I bought a lot of stuff that sold separately. I don't know if I got that particular thing, Neil. I'll have to look. I bought some separate stuff for it, for the Abyss. I just haven't used it in so long. Because the first Abyss I got ended up being bad. I had to send it back to the company, and they were like, yeah, something's wrong with this. And I was like, I tried to tell you. So they sent me another one, and it's fine. Okay, here's the perfect example, guys. Y'all saw the RBA I was building on the Vupu earlier, right? This is my RBA section for the Vupu. Looks completely different. So this is mine, right? And I'll tell you why. The bottom right here, you can unscrew this. 510 connector right there. Boom. You can screw this in, check the ohms. Screw this back together. Take off the top up here. And you'll see, you know how I was doing those little bitty flathead screws? This one has screws on the top, if it ever focuses. See that? Much, much easier to build on. This is the RBA section you want for that Vupu if you want, you know, to be able to do rebuildable coils on it. Because that one that Shopkey's got that came in, you know, these guys here, they come in little blister packs. They're not the same. I mean, they both work the same, but this one's 10 times better. I didn't screw it all the way back together, but there we go. Even the top, see the top on this one? Real smooth. The top on this one has grooves so you can grip it and actually unscrew the thing. I like this one. Yeah. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try to order that Blaze RTA. I know Harry's been asking about it, and I definitely want to try it myself. If I order it from Element, man, it's going to take like a couple weeks to get here. It's almost easier to order it from freaking, unless Vapor DNA or, what's that other place that ships quick to me? My V Pro. If one of them two have it in stock, I'll get it from there, and then I won't have any problems because they ship to me quick. What have we been playing on Xbox lately? I've been playing Cold War and Fallout 76. That's the two games I've been playing. Munchkin's been playing some weird stuff.
Let's see. I downloaded Firewatch and played that and finished that. And then I downloaded some mindless game called House Flipper, which is strangely addictive, where you have to go and clean up and clean windows and paint walls and remodel and buy new furniture. And it's not really hard. It's just mindless shit. But you know, I can paint shit. It's cool. Oh, and Fallout. But okay, there's a lot of different Sean Conkrans and John Q. The last two that you posted are not him. He is not a cowboy realtor, nor is he a what was that guy, a workout guru that sold books? I was looking through everything on Xbox Game Pass and I don't really see anything jumping out at me. I like games like Silent Hill and Resident Evil and Final Fantasy and stuff like that, and there's
It's
doesn't
not
seem
July
to be
14th yet,
anything
right?
out there like that. No, it is July 8th.
Yeah,
but
July 14th, they got a game coming out called Power Wash Simulator.
Yeah.
So those people that
No,
like
it's called
watching those
Fire
videos
Watch,
where you
not Fire Crotch, John.
those videos, people like watching videos where people like power wash carpet, and they get
People,
clean.
yes. We have done that.
This game, apparently, since so many people like that, this game is basically you power washing stuff to clean it. So,
Look, he's like, people like to watch that. Do you know how many hours me and him sat here watching some dude in, what was it, Switzerland or something, fucking power wash and steam clean carpets for hours?
we did watch a few of those videos, I'll admit, but
it's nice. It's cathartic when they come in. They're so nasty and gross, and you can see them scrub them and clean them and squeegee all the dirt, and yeah. There's satisfying.
No airpin in it. Wow. Ambition Mods Gate RTA. Man, there's so many options now as far as I have way too many RTAs at the moment, but I don't mind getting new stuff every once in a while, especially stuff that looks interesting to me. The only thing that's standing out to me right now is the Blaze RTA, so I need to order the Blaze and just be done with it and get that in here, build it, and see if it's really good on flavor, like I'm hoping it will be. Because I have some RTAs that are really good with custards, and then other ones that are better with fruits. So it just depends. What are you doing?
What? I am posting on my sister's pictures of her new hedgehogs, and hopefully she goes with the name that I provided, because
she got another hedgehog.
My sister's hedgehog died this morning, right? Just out of the blue. He was playing last night.
Ooh,
dead
Dolores,
this morning.
let me see what you put.
So she called the pet store, and they were trying to figure out what could have possibly happened to this poor hedgehog to just cause him to kick it overnight, right? So she went to the pet store because they offered her a discount if she wanted a new hedgehog. And she got hers in January, and he was a couple weeks old, maybe about a month old. So she's had him since January, and now it is July, so he's maybe 7 months old total. The hedgehogs that she just looked at today, and the one that she took home, is only 2 months old, and he's about twice the size of her previous hedgehog. So the previous hedgehog was 5 months older, but half the size of this one. So we think he had some type of issue, for failure to thrive, I guess, for lack of a better term. So she said he's big, and I said you should name him Hedge Hoss, because her other one was Hedgie. So I suggested Hedge
What
Hoss.
do I like with the fruits? That's an excellent question, Harry.
Don't talk over me when I'm talking about hedgehog.
Well, because people are asking me
name.
questions. I'm trying to answer them.
Well, you comment on Hedge Hoss. That is a good name for a hedgehog.
Hedge Hoss?
Hedge Hoss. He's a hoss.
How about
He's
Boss Hog? I mean,
hoss.
that's what it sounds like to me. Boss
But he's
Hog.
not a hog. Well,
No.
I mean, he kind of is. He's a hedgehog.
There you
a
go.
hog of the hedge. But he's a chunky one.
Dukes of Hazzard, Boss
But
Hog.
he's very alert. Like the other one, when she first brought him home, he stayed curled up in a ball for 3 days and wouldn't come out. This one is up, looking around
How
and
about
checking
Reggie
shit
the
out.
Hedgie?
Reggie the Hedgie. Well, the other one's name was Hedgie, so I
Oh.
suggested Hedge Hoss.
I'm trying to think of what I used to like a lot with fruits on RTAs because I've had so many, and some of them are well rounded regardless. I mean, the fatality was really good. A lot of times with fruits, I like going with stuff that's single coil just because you want something. With fruits, it's already going to be a sweet vape, right? So you're probably going to have to change your cotton a lot. So you want something that you can change the cotton quick in. So that's the main thing you want to look for on a RTA for fruits because of the fact that how sweet they are, and it destroys your coils.
I don't like fruits.
Yeah, well, Harry likes fruits, so I'm just trying to figure out.
I mean, I like them to vape them every now and then, but I can't vape a fruit all day. Benson and hedgehogs.
Benson and hedgehogs.
See, John Q is pretending to like hedgehogs. Yeah. Instead of hedgehog, he's a hedgehog. I will take your fake amusement.
I think that's funny that the hedgehog died this morning. She already went and got another one.
Well, okay, because she said, look, I just bought food and I got him all these toys and I'm not ready to be hedgehogless. And when she had called the pet store to try to find out, okay, so, you know, or is there something I don't know, or hedgehogs prone to just dropping dead overnight, you know, out of nowhere?
What did you decide to call that juice? Pear Danish?
Pear claw.
Pear claw. Pear claw. So the pear claw that Munchkin made for me is almost gone. It is a really good juice, and the recipe is on e-liquid recipes if y'all decide to make it. I like it. It's good. I'm vaping the crap out of it. That's what I actually put in this dripper just now. So it's pretty strong on flavor.
Right, I have given her your suggestion of Boss Hog. And she used to watch Dukes of Hazzard, so she will get the reference as well.
Yeah, she may like the Boss Hog.
We had dinner trays, Dukes of Hazzard.
Alopecia and Harry.
That's cute.
And Harry.
Well, okay, skinny pigs are bald guinea pigs too, so that makes it even funnier.
Well, if everything works out right, in the next month or so, I may be able to order a paramotor. Maybe.
It's under Miss Deli and it's just called Pear Danish, but I have decided that I'm going to call it Pear Claw instead of Bear Claw. It's a Pear Claw.
What's the recipe under? Oh, yeah. Did you change it to Pear Claw on the website?
I did not. I didn't know I could do that.
You should be able to change the name of it, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't know if I want to because some people don't. I don't like it when I go to and try to figure it out and they got some weird fucking name to it. And I'm like, okay, well, what the hell is it?
Yeah.
Let's see.
So you like juices named for what they taste like, apparently. So I get it. I get it. I mean, there's lots of juices that are not, but...
Edit. All right. Pear Claw. No, that's not how you spell claw. All right. Save.
Oh, jeez, right. John Q.
Pear Claw. I will post it. Z Pear Claw.
All right. It's time for us to get off here, babe. I'm tired. I really didn't even want to do the show tonight, to be honest with you. I was tired, guys. But I
didn't want to do the show tonight. Holy
I know.
Shit.
I've never feel that way, but today I wasn't feeling good.
There it is. That's it.
I'm gonna take the I got all Shopkeys RBAs built, so we'll get all that stuff. I may have to go watch the original show when I first got them, so I know exactly what his mod is. I know those are the right RBAs, and then get everything back to him.
Bet you're feeling better, RS.
Maybe send him something else too, because he's been waiting a while. I don't know. I'll have to find something. But Shopke's been very patient. He's not like, where the hell's my stuff? He's not done that, not even
Well,
once.
he kind of came in here yesterday or last Friday and pricky Vicky, but she's not a girl,
Yeah.
it's a boy. So it's a boy hedgehog. So I did say boss hog. We'll see what she says. Cut wood. Isn't that the juice that had the titanium shit in it?
He could
Turned it
be
white?
Prickles.
Prickles
Yeah.
or Spike. That just seems too obvious, though.
Yeah.
Fluffy.
All right, you guys have a great weekend. I'm going to rotate my tires tomorrow because even after the alignment, like I said, it still pulls to the right. And I got that front right tire's got some wear on the outside. So maybe by taking that tire and moving it to the back, it'll fix everything. I don't know. We'll find out. Y'all will know by next week. I'm going to try to order the Blaze RTA in such a way to where I can get it by next week, hopefully. If not, we'll have to wait a little longer for it. Other than that, I don't know. But I'll be waiting
I'm gonna
on
order
Richard
it. If it doesn't show up, wait longer.
to send me the dimensions of the magnet, so hopefully I can find something to put in that Pacifica. But you guys have a great night, and we'll catch you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Good night.